Everyone, welcome to SolveStream. So here is the third question of exercise 13.3. Let's read 13.1. Let's read the question. The following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children of a locality. The mean pocket allowance is rupees 18. Find the missing frequency. So a data is given to you. You're not supposed to find the mean here. The mean is already given to be rupees 18. So you have to find the missing frequency. With the help of the mean, you have to find this missing frequency. So let's start. So in this method, since the values are smaller, you can use any method, the direct or the assumed mean or the step deviation method. So here I'm using the assumed mean method to solve this question. So for that, let's make a table of 5 columns. The first is for the class interval, the second is for the frequencies, the third is for the xi, and the fourth is for ui, and fifth is for uifi. So let's start with the class interval, which is 11 to 13, 13 to 15, 15 to 17, 17 to 19, 19 to 21, 21 to 23, and then 23 to 25. Now it's time to write the frequencies. Fi. So this is 7, 6, 9, 13, F5, and 4. And the third one is for exercise, where you write the mid values of the class interval. So how you do this? You add the lower limit plus the upper limit, that is 11 plus 13 will give you 24, and you divide 24 by 2. You get 12 here. Similarly, you get 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. The next one is ui, which is found by doing xi minus a. So what is xi? What is a? A is the assumed mean. So the assumed mean is always will be the between, like the mid value of these values. So there are 7 numbers here. So you can take this as a. So what do? You subtract this assumed mean from each xi. So you get 12 minus 18 is negative 6, 14 minus 18 is negative 4, 16 minus 18 is negative 2, and this is 0, and this is 2, 4, and 6. And this is UIFI. So the UI values are here, the FI values are here. So you need to multiply them. 7 times negative 6 is negative 42, 6 times negative 4 is negative 24, 9 times negative 2, negative 18, 13 times 0 is 0, f times 2, 2f, 5 times 4 is 20, and 4 times 6 is 24. The next step is to do the total, the frequency total and the UIFI total. So the frequency total will comes out as 44 plus f, and this one will come out as negative 40 plus 2f. Now it's time to apply the formula. So what is the formula that we use for assumed mean method? X bar equals a plus sigma UIFI divided by sigma Fi. Now what is x bar? The mean is given to be 18, and if you see, the value of a is also 18 plus, and in this formula it should be multiplied by h, plus sigma UIFI is negative 40 divided by sigma Fi, that is 44 plus f, and this should get multiplied with h. So what is h? H is the length of the class interval. So it is 23 to 25. So you can find h by just subtracting this. 25 minus 23 will give you 2. So the value of h is 2. So you multiply that with 2. So simplifying this, we get the first step is to take this 18 here. You get 18 minus 18 equals negative 40 plus 2f divided by 44 plus f, the whole thing multiplied by 2. So 18 minus 18 will give you 0. 0 equal to negative 40 plus 2f divided by 44 plus f and this whole thing multiplied by 2. Now if I take this multiplication sign to this side, I mean this 2 to this side, this becomes division. So I get 0 divided by 2 is again 0. So it will be negative 40 plus 2f by 44 plus f. So simplifying this further, we get 0 equals negative 40 plus 2f by 44 plus f. Now what I'll do, I'll just send this entire thing to this side. So it gets multiplied with 0 and it again becomes 0. So we can write 0 equals to negative 40 plus 2f. What's the next step? Sending this to this side. So you get 40. So it is negative 40 here. When it changes its place, it becomes positive. So plus 40, it becomes plus 40, which is equal to 2f. So 2f equal to 40. 40 will f will be equal to 40 divided by 2, which is equal to 20. So you get the value of f as 20. So here is the fourth question, which says 30 women were examined in a hospital by a doctor and the number of heartbeats per minute were recorded and summarized as follows. Find the mean heartbeats per minute for these women choosing a suitable method. So here the data has been given to us and we need to find the mean of this data. We are asked to find a suitable method, and if you see the numbers are bigger numbers here, so we can either go for the second method, that is the assumed mean method, or the step deviation method. So we'll use the step deviation method for this. For that, let's make a table of 6 columns. So the first column is for xi, that is the class intervals, which is 65 to 68, 68 to 71, 71 to 74, 74 to 77, 77 to 80, 80 to 83, and 83 to 86. Then we have the Fi values, which is the number of women. So we'll write those values now. We get 2, 4, 3, 8, 7, 4, 2. The next one is for exercise. Exercise can be found by adding the upper limit and the lower limit. We have to divide it by 2. So we get 66.5, then 69.5, this is 72.5, 75.5, 78.5, then it is 81.5, and this is 84.5. Next comes the DI, that is the xi minus a. Now this column will subtract a from each of this xi. What is a? A can be taken as this value, which is in between of these values. So 66.5 minus 75.5 will give us negative 9. Then it is negative 6, negative 3, 0, 3, 6, and 9. Then here comes xi minus a by h, which is ui. Now we have already done di, that is which is xi minus a. We just have to divide these values by h. And what is h here? H is the length of the class interval, and we can find that h by doing this, by finding the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. So it is 3 over here. So we will divide all these values by 3. So negative 9 divided by 3 will give us negative 3, and it will be negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And next comes ui, fi. So these are the ui values and these are fi values. Now we need to multiply them. 2 into minus 3 will give us minus 6. 2 into minus 2 is minus 8. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. 8 into 0 is 0. 7 into 1 is 7. 4 into 2 is 8. And 2 into 3 is 6. Now after this we need to find the totals. We need to find the totals for this, which is the frequencies, summation fi, which is here, it is 30, and this value is summation uifi, and this is 4, because these three values, if you add, you get negative 17, and these three values will add up to 21. Minus 17 plus 21 will give us 4. Now it's time to apply the formula. The X bar formula is given by A plus summation ui fi divided by summation fi, and this whole thing multiplied by h. Now here A is 75.5 plus summation ui fi is this, so this is 4, divided by sigma fi is 30, so we'll write that here, and this is multiplied by 3, which is h. Now here, simplifying this, we get 3 times 1 and 3 times 10, so we get 4 by 10. This is 75.5 plus 4 by 10 is nothing but 0.4. So we'll add this, we get 75.9. So we got the answer here, but we'll conclude the answer by writing that the mean heartbeat is 75.5.9.